doesn't say which type of beans. But we know very well, if you remember very well, the beans they gave us in COVID, vis-a-vis the beans we have today. So it even has a plus button. If you know your beans have stayed in the market, in the store for a long time, there is an opportunity for a plus button. You press beans, and then you say you know very well your beans, or probably you didn't even soak them. By the way, I encourage every single one of us to soak beans.
Okay, we have been advised to speak in the language we all understand. So you can speak in our level now. Feel free, because we need to understand what is happening there. And I hope you are going to eat what you are cooking. Oh, they will serve us also. Okay. Okay, the instruction is you first tell us who you are before you begin cooking. You begin cooking. You just introduce yourself and then you tell us what you're going to cook.
Why is it? Yeah, okay. Because we are taking your back.
Ani Beja Daniel. Anename amien no kun lao. Yupi en na pire tai waki. Apoil twal yamo yupi. Kara sel kere jo mo pire ro ma kol. Me pine chwako. Kori pa beda bera mana puyu matek.
Yes. Going attack. Today we have another one.
Degree.
My name is Judith. I work for Glowford Uganda as a business development officer. And today I'll be cooking malakwang, our very delicious traditional meal here in Lango. And the non-simplest procedures is we cook malakwang in cold water. We don't first boil the water. We cook it in cold water, and then after it's ready, we paste it. So the malakwang is here washed. The water for cooking it is already in. I'll just turn it on. Then we have our amaido for pasting it. Chopped here.
Okay. We eat malakwang with sweet potatoes. Yes.
So it can't open like this.
You need a microphone, you're a bit softer when you're explaining that.
We've closed and
Trying to lift it up. It's perfectly fitted.
Okay, so we're now going to put the minutes. So
for malakwang, we shall use any other button. So we shall use, how long do you think that water will boil for? So the easiest is the rice button. 20 minutes, exactly. So,
For Malakwang only. Malakwang cannot be 20 minutes.
no, we shall reduce. We shall use the rice button to help us get the minutes, and we shall subtract. Yes, we deduct. We have the minus button here and the plus button.
You mean some mathematics are there?
No, I used, should have used remove.
Yeah, me I did CRE. Yeah.
So you come and press the rice button.
So this
The rice, yes, exactly. Press that. Okay, so it has given her 12 minutes. So deduct.
should do it.
Should do it. Okay. So as we wait, you can just have a seat. So our next cook today is going to cook.
So Malakwang
I
is
am
already.
Akao Rosemary. I am going to cook meat, oil.
Very good.
So you're most welcome. After the cooking, you will all enjoy.
Now when you are serving people, remember me.
Of course.
Okay.
I have not seen the meat. Where is it?
The meat is already in the saucepan.
Okay. I already celebrated.
Can you see?
Aha.
First one.
Spices are there.
When you are Chinese, spicy very well. Okay, Paul.
So all her spices, we're going to give her. All the ingredients are here, madam. You can come.
You want? And then, those are the challenges we are still addressing as a nation. You're going to run and get So you this year is safe.
Call Joe. We wanted you to come and me and call now, and where were you?
He has come.
We wanted a able to man.
I was coordinating energy.
Okay. No, what time?
Just come back.
Interrupted.
No, just.
It will start afresh, huh?
So you cancel, and then you press the again. Cancel, and then you reset. What do you need? Salt. You want to put salt first? It's here.
We want to know what you are saying there.
Okay. They are asking the ingredients I'm going to use. Because this is going to be boiled, not fried.
Yes.
So I am saying I need some garlics, the green pepper, onions, and the carrots and some tomatoes. So all are available, plus some little salt. Now I am putting the ingredients. I have some onions. 2 kilograms. Then I'll put more. Because it has to be tasty. I am putting the green pepper. In my language, it is green pepper. We borrow from English. We do not have it really. Onions bela tungulu. Achahe wanya tungulu. Atiake to green pepper. Mami, you need to kill a rio. Atidoke to carrots. These are spices, maybe you take better kukur, bear, make it la don doggy.
Con yo no pe mi ubera bebe, que mi ubera bear.
Bear take. For you, bo. I did okay to nyanya. Adong dong iketu karu kita man kompe mirni dek bet kira waj waki teri bape be waj pedang bot aketu karu mora kitidi. Achekan ke roiko aketu dai dek. Achekere simba liara mora no meme yo wayo dogi amedo dai ye. Atida sanga ya jawdi kere kadu neke lo wajere. Arudu gidong. Ko ni wane no te deki boy. Ke kere do jama mete duchu meme ye deki bedadie. Awu mo do Juliana te chakutedo. Apo yo mundu shune nuna ber te makodan.
Put on the power.
So members, what you realize is that all the water you're going to put here, there is no escape. So if you put a lot of water, there will be more water again. So you need to put exactly how much you want, depending on the number of people you're going to serve. Like a pressure cooker. No, actually you find more water in it. Like for example, rice. In a normal open fire system or saucepan, you will use for 2 cups, you will use 4 cups of water. In this one, you can even put 3 only, and your rice will be cooked. Okay, so she has put enough water.
But with meat, so long as the soup is tasty, no problem.
Exactly. Okay, so you should lox. So curry. You see this? There is an indicator. There is no really science about locking this thing. There is this, and there's a close and open. There's like a padlock. Very user friendly. So anybody can open and close. So she's going to close.
Atida chegu Julia me chakutedo. Baik bari uno kara duong atingi chiario.
Gila rio que can.
Uyedo chiegero ko.
Okay.
Awodo de yo mai.
There's a button for meat.
I'm not carrying the reading glasses.
At all, don't.
Okay, the button for meat is here. Manda pressing kanucho mete durinyo. Ade yo mai. Kakanucho ni rinyo.
Okay.
Ade yo doko.
Already you are my mother can take to be.
He has given me 35 minutes.
For meat.
Yes. Dakai happy a day a big te durinyo.
But for Malakwang, 12 minutes, Puyuro.
Oh yeah. So it uses 7 minutes to build its pressure. Thereafter, there is no more power consumption. It uses the pressure that it has built to cook whatever is in the what? Is in the saucepan. And it increases, if we did if we just open and said maybe we're frying, you realize there's a time it builds a lot of pressure and everything cooks very fast, and then when it reduces. That means when it does that, it's made in such a way that it only cooks with pressure. So those 7 minutes, let me say if we're cooking rice and it had gone for 7 minutes, rice would give us 12 minutes. Don't remove your rice, just leave it closed. It will cook because it has already built the what? The pressure. As opposed to beans, because for it takes a bit what? Longer. But if we have beans here, 40 minutes or 35, and it has gone for about 30 minutes, relax, don't open. The pressure that is in there will cook your beans to ready. Okay, so now we are going to cook.
Right now we are going to cook cassava and potatoes for eating our malakwang and the boiled meat. You know here in Lango it is cassava which is the most eaten and kaloe. Yes. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to put the banana stems inside. As you can see.
Why do you do that? We're trying to demonstrate. We're trying to demonstrate that
instead of putting it direct, throwing the water and we're going to steam. We're going to steam the what?
The cassava and then the sweet potatoes.
So that's why we put these. The Waganda call it the banana stem, exactly. Yes. So just cushion down. So that's why you can also do your matoke, press it and put it back, and it shimmers. Same. We're trying to demonstrate that other aspect as opposed to this.
But Jackie, you know, for us here, we do it direct without those things. Can we also put cassava and sweet potatoes just direct in the saucepan?
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, remove them.
No, but don't put it.
No,
But it's okay.
For now we can put, we shall also learn from there.
Yeah.
So this is just for demonstration purposes, so that the cassava doesn't soak that water. So it just steams.
Tiena bol ni kai keru miyo pi beber mogu kai kwanyo kere pi man miyo beru chwenye. Miyo chamu mi.
You will forgive our banana leaves. We look for good banana leaves.
We didn't get the fresh one, but they are good.
Since yesterday, we're looking in Lira rather.
Banana leaves. Leo.
This is what the best.
We don't we have banana leaves here?
Very many.
We have.
So many.
Very many.
If you had told me, I would have carried mine.
This is the best we got. So she's putting.
Boy, key bomb.
After the butter. So we have done sweet potatoes and what? And cassava.
Susan, what more did you done?
They like eating when it is also raw, eh? The
Yeah.
men, especially the men.
Hey, eat it raw.
Yeah, they know the secret.
Oh, so we need to give them very few minutes.
Yeah,
if they want.
sometimes we enjoy it when it is like that. Huh? Just the way it is, raw as it is. Yeah.
Cooking? Huh?
I have some malam. Is it from Malakwang?
No, the EPC had got it off, so I was trying to push the power connection.
But even water from Malapan.
You can see.
But Malapan.
You make sure it doesn't release pressure as it's cooking. Otherwise, it's not cooking as we expect. It's losing some time. Otherwise, it takes longer cooking something that would have put time. Okay? So we have covered our matoke, our
Already covered our cassava and the potatoes. Mogu kericho.
So we are going to use the
Use the microphone.
You're going to use the meat button and deduct only 5 minutes, because this is going to take about 20 minutes to 25 minutes. It will be ready. So she will press the meat button. I did that. How many minutes ago? We need 20. No, you need to dust the floor. Okay, so we are done with that. So the lady for Malakwang. So for Posho, for Kalo, you're just going to boil water, and then he will start mingling. And Maria, I think now you can just take over from here. Okay, it's okay.
I think let's just do it a bit interactive. Do you have any questions? How do we clean them? That is my question. Thank you. Let's make it dirty so that we clean it. Is that okay? So it's going to be handled. My dear, you're laughing. Am I that funny? I think I should go for comedy. Any questions? Any questions? Before I start telling you about the problem we are dealing with. Yes.
I want to ask about the place where to put for cooking. Suppose I don't have a table in my room. Can I put it down on the floor and continue to cook?
The good thing, you can cook from anywhere. So if it is a surface on the floor, it is very okay, you can cook. Because the composition of the electric pressure cooker is a plastic.
Everything is made of plastic and electricity. Remember the components that I've showed you, because now they're using all, I cannot actually show you what the electric pressure cooker is. But Madam Dorothy, maybe we can borrow yours and look at the components so they actually understand what we are talking about physically. There are different types. I will also show you a type of electric pressure cooker. Frank, open it. So you can cook from anywhere, but why we want you elevated, not to break your back, because for a long time we've been handling cooking while we are bending. It is also for your safety to elevate to a level where you can comfortably use your hands to cook instead of bending, because there you can, if you want to sit while cooking, you can do the cooking. So this is also another type of electric pressure cooker. It's called an EcoPot. The other one is DW brand. Same functions, but what they wanted to see is what it is made of. This is the plastic. So you can cook and place it anywhere. But not to scratch it and keep it clean. Better you elevate it to a level and also protect some children. Because however much it does not get so hot, there are parts here on top that will have some heat. And even tampering by children, someone may try to open when food is cooking, and that is also very dangerous because you do not want to tamper with the pressure. It can be very dangerous if you do not follow the instructions. It will still need your faces. So for safety, try to elevate and make sure you follow the cleaning components. Okay, open it for me. Be safe, we might drop it and we'll be answering.
Neighbors, just a quick one. We have put our water. We have put 3 cups of water to mingle our color. However, we're not going to close completely for mingling. We're just going to place the cover like that. Why? Because when it boils, we shall have to release the pressure again. And then we shall have to wait for the water to do what? To boil when it is open. So to save time and save energy, we shall just place our cover like this and not close.
Yes, so as we continue, so this is what we have in the EcoPot. Minus the DW brand. With the EcoPot, you can actually separate sauce and maybe you can cook your meat at the same time when you're cooking your, what are you cooking on top? Like maybe you said you love potatoes. So you can put your cassava on top. You can also see the difference between the pot. So this is shiny silver, the other one is coated. All are okay depending on the brand, with measurement, with everything. So where, like we said, you do not pour water, Frank will show you the inside of the pot. It comes with all this, so you can separate. Remember, we are trying to use tradition, put banana leaves. So in this case, sometimes you can elevate without putting banana leaves and you still simmer your food. Is that right? So you're going to be enjoying this tonight. Please invite me, we eat meat. I like eating meat. Who doesn't like meat? So you see, when you place here, it means you can actually simmer your food without putting directly in water. Now this one does not roast, but there are air fryers at the market, so those are different technologies. So because we love to eat healthy and clean, what we do here is more of readopting clean feeding also. So it is for it doesn't roast. But if you wanted to cook something roasted in the pot, then you have an alternative. That's when now you use charcoal, the unavoidable time to use charcoal, which will also take you a short time. So we are not saying that run away from that charcoal you're using. But in cases that you can use it and you want to roast, use an alternative like a briquette which is clean, because charcoal will still affect you. So for those who cannot rush immediate immediately, like yes, from here you do an electric pressure cooker and so on, see it as an option, but definitely to save you your energy. So EcoPot also has buttons, beef, chicken, dry beans, fresh beans, and it will also time. So you will still definitely have the same experience. And why we are here, why UNAC is here, we want to see you have such businesses here to sell clean cooking technologies. Because if you do not have information of convincing people to buy, for example, we will give you the information. We're already telling you the benefits. So you're going to just become a replication of what we are saying, that you can actually cook using electricity. The cleaning, just to touch the cleaning component briefly, before we pack it after making it dirty. Where is Mama who asked me the cleaning? Yes. So you can see here, this ring is something that is removable and you can replace it. So when you're cleaning, you normally remove the ring out. Frank, remove it. So you can remove the ring and replace it. So when you're cleaning with water, you just have a soft cloth. Do not scrub. You know, like, there is no way it's going to become black. Not so? So what you need is just a simple cloth or a sponge to wipe it. But not in the other pot of cooking, because that is electric. The only components for cleaning are definitely these two. So when you remove it, you clean with the cloth with water. Yes, that's the cloth. So Frank is definitely showing you. You can put one down and demonstrate, even with just little water. You do not, EPCs are actually water saving. That is the beauty. We have challenges of water. So if we can save water, Frank is good at this. But I'm going to leave him in Lira. He's also as tall as men of Lira. So you're going to adopt Frank for me. I'm not going back with him. But, so he's trying to clean. You know, when I mentioned that someone is excited, now the debate is here, heating up. But anyway, so we're using some little soap with a simple cloth, wipe it, and dry, sort of like a dry cleaning, but not with a lot of water where you go home, then you get a maid to start scrubbing, because nothing is going to get burnt. You will be destroying your pot. Do not use harsh steel wire on your saucepan, because zero harsh. Do not use steel wire in your gadget, because you'll be destroying it. Many questions? Okay. So you see, we are running away from this environment. How do we say this in your language? I want to take a word. To pay? So me, I do not like to pay. To hey? Yes. To hey. You guys speak German. It sounds like French. To hey. Your question, please.
I have one question. How does power fluctuations affect a gas cooker? And then are there backup options in case of outages?
Currently, the solution and research under Modern Energy Cooking Services to see the option of utilizing solar for cooking, because solar helps you to have a backup. But also with the electricity, we have inverters. It comes with a cost, but some households have inverters that store some power. So that is the only solution. But like Jackie said, as you cook, if we now cooked our malakwang, and along the way after like 10 minutes power goes off, we do not have any problem. But if it goes off after cooking like for 2 minutes, you know that food has not yet cooked. You stop it, and when it comes back, you restart. But in an event that you're still cooking and you have another technology in the house, simply release the pressure that has built, transfer it, and complete the cooking elsewhere, and you will have your meal. So it means electric pressure cooker becomes your first priority, now that takes me to some statistics that I'll show you how it is actually done. If we have cases of cooking, I know I'll answer your question now, arrive at cases, but with battery backup, it's okay. So we have people who cook twice a day, 3 times a day, one day. Some people don't even cook. How many people do not even cook at all here? By show of hands. All of you are cooking. Some people are buying from Kafunda. But now you still need to advise your Kafunda. But so it means all of us are cooking, yes? What are you using for cooking? How many are using electric pressure cookers already? Only one, yes? A gas cooker? So there are cases where we have colleagues who are having 2 already. So Kiza is already stacking. Electric pressure cooker and gas cooker. Charcoal. So we have LPG and charcoal again happening. So someone is already stacking. You can add another 3. Okay? Who else? I'm projecting here. Yes. So we have cases where some people are not even cooking at all. But here in Nira, at least everyone is doing the cooking. Some people are cooking more than 3 times a day. Who cook more than 3 times a day? Every time we're in the kitchen, cooking meat, cooking matoke, cooking marakwanga. What are you cooking? Tell us what you're cooking 3 times a day, more than 3 times.
Okay. In the morning I have to cook breakfast at least 3 times. Then around 10 I have to cook something. Midday I have to cook lunch. Then around 4 I have to cook at least something too. Then for evening also at least 5.
Who needs the address? Give us your address, please. She's going to give us her address so that we can enjoy the food she cooks 5 times a day, even at 10. You're cooking for who? At home. I'm going to be your child. Can I be your child today? And I enjoy the meal, but it's good. Yet you can actually prepare it at a go, maybe using a pressure cooker and warm it and reduce on the time. Having a different to the exposure in our kitchens. So that's the problem we are dealing with. We have briquettes. Briquettes are made from waste, but that is not famous. That is why it is at 0.5 electricity here in the. This is now survey results. So Sarah is actually using charcoal. So you can see that with the 5 times of cooking, in our statistics, Sarah is also represented here, no? So, and it is not different from the other households where we are using charcoal. So what we are asking from Sarah's household, can we blend some meals to using electricity or another source of clean cooking technology, be it solar, be it LPG, biogas, and the like, to reduce on the impact that comes to the women who are highly involved in cooking and also the children who are around us when we are cooking. So we are trying to get rid of the problem. You've seen us cooking with electric pressure cooker, but now this is also a solar stove. It is solar, just a pot, and boom, you're cooking. So that's how technology is taking us. But I want to encourage you to do more research and innovation. Okay, so we've talked about the types of cooking, but just more important is on the income. As our colleagues now ban us with kawo. Who knows kawo? Kawo is killing us. You're getting the aroma from behind. You should be our chief tester today. So here you can see that regardless of the income levels, people are still using firewood. Even people who earn more than $1 million still use charcoal. And that is the question that is back to you. Why is it that we're using firewood and charcoal? Is it because we can't afford clean cooking? Is it because we do not know? What is the problem? You need to do an assessment, an energy assessment in your household to inform your transition. So our colleague has started Kalo. Maybe sometimes DJ gives us this music to give him the energy to mingle the Kalo in those minutes. Then I proceed.
Who's singing?
I sing which one? You give him one 3 minutes music, then I continue. He needs that energy.
Members, when we don't take Tito miena ngwe mala kwam tia food kam ni kondo miel betie kon lao dang pere ta tu ala lao kan bedo kondo mo ngole pen wa me wan bisumaro a jolo tu twal kurunu kona yu ma cheka ber ma chen kero ni perach irmoro petia ria mai mien no kon pien wal cho uluoro ifu el mandong cho da tuero mien kun kan na be ti konyo family wa so tawni monu kina be tal ken ni dong ti kene yot ta ha mira kon no be binangi kwa kon pe jangi dang ta be buru ken ti amien na me ya yom ngweshiru mara to ape ini hari itu ada wear di sini dah.
Kau ni buat wear, kau kan mian aja wear ya.
Ini mian pun pada wear, kai rega ya wear pian. Mula auto kita macam, kira kan no. Ini tedo. Nunggu sudah dia aroma meat. Dan kai chicken ni, mungkin ni beda meat. Akaro ti chicken ame yiru tia dunyi tu ngwe yiru da hene lu nyu ngwe et man ko ngwe chemi kom akome kom ai no ti ngwe kom ngwe chema me mian no en kom ni na balor pe ye
So colleagues here, you can come and do a bit if you want to see, but we come a bit not to crowd it. DJ, you can put some music in it. Please, if you want to see the process, you can come forward. I'll give you that time.
Dia bina ber. Otino korchem, nyal korchem. Chem. Wele korchem. Customer korchem. Na hotel le tiu kena yora.
So how long does it take to mingle kalo at home, and how much firewood are you using if you are to prepare your meal of kalo? How much time do you need to mingle kalo? And how much money is that? Mr. Okema, tell us your color experience at home, the time you use, and whatever process you go through.
Unfortunately, I've missed a lot. The last 1 hour, I have just returned. I was on radio. So probably need to take time and follow the trend of the event on the time I missed. Thank you.
Yes, when you are leaving, I asked you to tell those people that we are here. Hope you represented us well. But we didn't listen in, we are sorry, but we'll listen to the recording. So anyway, Kalo experience. Tell me, how is your Kalo experience if you ever cook at home, the cost involved?
For the new system we are now changing to, first of all, you have to boil water. That takes some good. This one is far much better than the ones we used to do. That is what I can say. And most people even fear mingling Kalo because if you don't do it well, you will have that part which is just not mingled.
Mopping. Then the following day, what she did, she drew a duty roster. A duty roster. Then I said, okay. So for her, she missed the point. So from that day, I said, but I love cooking. Because my mother taught me how to cook. By the way, I cook everything. But since the lady wanted now to incorporate me into her duties, I said now, nowadays even if I see food burning, I don't do anything about it. Because she will turn it to be my duty. Yeah.
Yeah, well, while I agree with them slightly, for me as a person, when it comes to cooking, my culture forbids me as a man from doing much cooking. I grew up from a family where girls were, and my mother's belief was boys who cook will end up being single without women. So I grew up enjoying. My sisters would wash plates, they would end up being single. So I grew up in that nice, even up to today I fear going to the kitchen because my woman will run away. This man wants to overtake my role. So that's my cultural rigidity, and it actually forbids me. So you can see that.
So I think yes, it is culture. We have cultural perceptions that we have, but we can change that. Because actually if you're in the kitchen, how I wish you just call your woman today. We give you time and you call her to come. We can change the story. Yes, you're going to adjust, at least that's a commitment. Enter the kitchen. Have a feeling of what, because even us, we used to be in the kitchen, now I'm here. So it is a bit hard, but at least we adjusted with education. So we have factors that will trigger us. So one of the things that triggers us is the electric pressure cooker to enjoy the cooking. Because women for a long time have been in the kitchen and our children. So it is hard, it is not an easy job, but we enjoy the food at the end of the day. So making it better. If this is a gadget that will include, now we are in Senga issues, love issues. Imagine now clean cooking, then we are extending those services, but it is okay because culture and religion is quite important. That's why you see that we are now a multi-stakeholder platform where we have religion.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.